Hello everybody, welcome back to Hermitcraft. There is a potato down there. I just saw it. I saw you, Mr. Potato, floating in the sea. I wonder what potatoes done in the sea would taste like. Farming. Farming is a thing. Right, today's episode, we are going to do the thing that X has suggested we do. And by X has suggested we do, is X has left a riddle. It's pretty bloody obvious what the riddle is because it's X. And we need to go and get the thing that I've been waiting for this whole bloody time. Alright, so the riddle that X has left is adventure awaits the youth, which is not me because I am in no way considered youthful, who swim ashore from the truth, which is obviously the Ministry of Truth, which is Joe's build, and I'm on my way sort of that-ish kind of a way. For those who dare to look, may find the Sunken Book. Now, the Sunken Book is the book that I've been asking, like, constantly every time that there's a meeting for X to do. And he's finally done it, so we're going to go down there. Right, now, that I believe is the Ministry of Truth. So, yeah, swim ashore for the truth. I'm gonna drown here, aren't I? Okay. If you, X, I swear to God, if you've made it so that only people who have got one of your bloody turtle helmets can get it, I'm gonna be upset. You know this, don't you, X? It's going to be a thing. Well, there's a little thing down there. So, all I can do is just sink sort of directly above it and hope for the best. Okay, here we go. Oh! Okay! I made it. What the chuffy chuff is that? Okay, anyway, so, the book. Give me the book. Statues, version 2. Okay, story time. Let's get out of here. Swim. Okay, so... story time. This book actually comes from my Patreon server. It's made by a friend of mine called Phssthpok. He's one of my mods. He's great. And he does all this... seriously, he does stuff on my server that's just awesome. So, yeah, I eventually... basically what happened was as I was singing the praises of my server and how awesome it was and what we've got in the Hermitcraft chat, and X just goes, oh, I'd like to speak to this guy. And so I put them in touch, and then X has been playing with it on his own server, and now I've managed to secure it onto Hermitcraft, which is what I've wanted for the, like, I think it's been like a year and a half maybe that it's been on my server. And I've wanted it on Hermitcraft so much, and I've got it, and I'm so happy. But the stick god thing, we'll talk about it in more detail. But yes, it's by the stick god, because the stick god is one of the random gods on my server. So called is because I put my patrons in a box whilst we were setting up the server, because they all had the IP, and I couldn't be buggered to keep them out or change the whitelist or anything. So we just put them in a box so that they couldn't get out of for like a few hours whilst we were sorting out the server. And somehow, we don't know how, one of them managed to get a stick in the big concrete... no, I think it was the big bedrock box of doom. And that stick became the god. The same god that has made the book. So yes, the stick god is now on Hermitcraft. It's official because X did not bother to change the person who wrote the freaking book. Now, I can assume it was because it was based on armor stands, and armor stands require sticks. So I think that's what he thought it was. No, it's based on a stick on my server that people should not have ever been able to get. Story time over. That's basically it. Alright, so let's talk about the book. Right, so the book allows you to apply settings to an armor stand. Clicking the links on the following pages will adjust the closest armor stand within 3 blocks. Okay, so if I were to put this down here, and if I open up my book, I can check my target, and that's my target, obviously. So what you can actually do is show the base plate. No, it will take away the base plate. And then you can start to do all sorts of cool things, and you can like make it invisible. You can, if you want to put it on a block, you can make it, you know, stay where it is with gravity. You can make it put its name on it. You can change it very slowly. For example, if I wanted to adjust the rotation, I would turn it to look over wherever it is. And then I could just put, maybe I could just do like preset poses, which are pointing. Now you can't see it. Maybe if I actually make it do an arabesque. Arabesque would be easiest. There you go. So you can start putting things on them, and they can hold objects. So if I was to give it a baked potato. Ooh. I have forgotten how you make it hold things. I know it can hold things. Locking, unlocking. You know what? I will need to go and speak about how we hold things there, because I cannot remember for the life of me. But yes, this is going to make stories happen, because this is not just my chamber anymore. This is the map room, and it's got all sorts of pirates and stuff in the map room. This is not just the crow's nest. The crow's nest is going to have someone pointing out in horror. This is not just the deck. It's going to have people manning cannons. This is not just, well, actually, this is not just the crew quarters. There are going to be people sleeping in beds and in hammocks and stuff. This is not just the deck. This is going to have people in prison. And yes, and now this does require heads. I don't have anything in the way of the gems or anything to buy the heads or any... Why is that there? Oh no, I think I've heard something about this. Yes, this is basically a map marker for the giant map in someone's base, and I can't remember offhand. I'd have to look that one up. But yes, unfortunately I don't have heads. What I do have is I have pumpkins. We're going to have to end up having the pumpkin pirates. And I'm sorry, that's just a thing that's going to have to happen. Until maybe one day, I mean, I guess maybe the pumpkin pirates have been cursed with their pumpkinitude. What is that noise? And then maybe when I get more like things to buy heads and stuff, I can slowly replace them over time, or maybe I can encourage X to, you know, do more things. It'll be cool. It'll be cool. Alright, so I have been to one of the many skeleton spawners on the server, and I just got a whole bunch of armor and boots and stuff. And I also made that little pumpkin farm over on there, so I can get pumpkin people in my pumpkin city. I don't know, I'm not entirely sure why I'm swimming, but apparently... screw it, I'm swimming. Go, swim fast. Or, no, down. Under, you can only swim fast when under. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with this. Alright, so first things first is I actually want a little tableau of people in this boat, sort of facing this way. So I'm going to start with opening up the book, check the target, because obviously. Okay, so first thing, show base plate, no. Show arms, yes. Okay, and now what I need to do is... let's just put him in some, like... I mean, this can all be edited later. I mean... by which I mean... No, give me the book back. No! The book is mine! You may not steal the book. Yes. Let's try that again. Because that was an accident. Take off the base plate. And show arms, yes. And what I want you to, in fact, can I set you as a, just what sort of pose would be, I am not sure. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it's annoying as balls, but, you know, there's not a lot I can do to do with it. Hang on, right. I want you to be carrying... you solve Xisuma's riddle. Okay, so he's got it in his hands. I don't want him to have it in his hands. I want him to be... I'm just going to have this conversation off camera for a bit. Okay, so after a few commands, what I've got is I've got my dude, and I'm just going to put my dude in, like, just generally chainmail-y pants, and then some boots, and then a thing, and then that's his head, and he's carrying the gold block. Oh, I love this blooming thing. And then I need to adjust his head. I want it looking up, so that is... Oh, that'll... Okay, yeah, just nudging it upwards, just to look up. Okay, so he's looking up and now at the people on the ship, and... Of course. What did you think I was... Actually, what did you think I... And all my time doing until it was solved. No offense, X. Beautifully easy riddle, I approve. Okay. Alright, so... next arm stand. Right, okay. Let's go... Okay, I need to turn this one towards me this way. Or not, apparently. Oh, are you still attached to this one? It was. Oh, thank goodness he's now stopping the spam. It's just me that's spam. No, hang on, I need to check the target. Nope, I need to be... If I move... No, it's still that one. There we go. Now it's this one. I can now probably get out of the boat thinking about it. Okay, right. So this one. Just check the target. No, it's this one again. Right, now with it. Okay, so it can be a little bit temperamental. Okay, so arms, yes. Base plate, no. And I want you to... or maybe not all the way around there. Maybe just turn him like a few times just so he's sort of off center. I want him to be if I put him in winning, right, and then he can be, he's looking, right, so if I have him up there, and then I can have a tiny chest in his hand. Thank you. That he's carrying. That's probably not the best option, to be honest. Come back. I know you float. Seriously, come back up. That's not allowed. Hello, drowned. I see you down there. That's fine. We'll just wait for it to come back up. Alright, so that works, I guess, for now. Let's just get him some lovely little armor. I think he can be, to be honest, leather is probably a best sort of option for like my general pirates, but you know, these are obviously bringing back treasure, so they're obviously smart pirates. And by smart pirates, I mean like, you know, adequate. No, give him back the leather pants. I want his boots on. There you go. So these guys are bringing the things. Now, the thing that I find awesome and amazing and great is that these things can be invisible as well. So if you go into the thing, you go in and then you go make the stand visible. So you can make it invisible as well. So these guys are in there grabbing their stuff. And on here, what I want is like just an armor stand. And I am going to put I need another chest. I'll be right back. Right, so you see this tiny little chest here. What I want is it moved up, and it can be, I can move it across here, and then I can have it sort of sitting here, because that would probably be easier. I've got to first check the target. Yes, it's this one. Okay, put the arms on. Right, so that little chest there, if I can just faff with this enough to make it solid. Now this is the right arm. Ooh, that one's going to take a while to fiddle with. Okay, I'll fiddle with it until I've got it sort of straight. I might have to start bringing in snow layers so I can put this stuff down. But anyway, I'm going to show you it anyway. I'm not going to keep it because I need to edit this with snow layers so things can float and move around and stuff. So, show base plate, no. And show. So you just have little boxes and they just... And you know what that's going to be useful? Having things being fired out of cannons. Yes, this is where we're going. However, actually, give me, thank you. Put the book in. Stand visible, yes. And now I can just get rid of it. There you go. So, I love these things. I love these things. And we need people standing on the sides of the boats, picking up objects. Yeah, if I just put one here, it's fine. And then, yeah, I'm just going to do a little tableau scene where people are just getting like piles of boxes and treasure and stuff like that. And it's cool. I love this stuff. And there we go. So we've got our pirates bringing treasure up from the sea, because of course we can do that because pirates. So we've got people bringing up treasure. We've got people receiving treasure up the top. And then we've got him taking it to the space in the hold where there is usually holes. And people have been bugging me for a while to put this in, but you know, I'm a big proponent of hold your bloody horses, you know? Because actually, need like a little cranny kind of thing and some trapdoors and stuff. And then we'll lower stuff down here. And then in the corner, we're going to have like piles and piles of treasure. But yes, that is just the very start of... Hang on, let's see what it looks like from just reversing. You see, this is why I love this stuff. Because then you've got like all sorts of things you can do. And I'm going to need to get cannons and stuff. And this is going to be so cool. And yes, I'm getting around to the decorating next time. Because I wanted to show off the book. Because the Book of Wonders is the Book of Wonders. So, yes, on that note, I've been ZombieCleo. This has been Hermitcraft. Class dismissed.